Good evening, and I welcome you students for the lecture 2 of the chemical bonding. Last time students, I have told you ionic bond formation. Ionic bond was formed by the transfer of the electron. Yes or no? Tell me fast.
Yes, sir.
And students, we what elements will combine to form ionic bond we have told you. What elements? There is a metal and a non-metal. So metals are those which lose the electrons. Non-metals are those which gain the electrons, students. So there is a transfer of the electron. But why such a transfer takes place, students? Can you tell me why there is a transfer of electron? Why will the atoms transfer electron, give electron? One is giving, other is taking. Why this is happening, student? What was the reason we told you? Tell me. What was the reason, student, that you have said last time, student, that you have a sodium ion, you have Cl, and you have shown, student, that this is 281 students, this is 287, and all right, student, what happened? These electron dots. So what happened that this electron was transferred to this to form Na plus and Cl minus. Is it right? So the we talked about, student, octet rule. We will discuss more about it. That the reason anything is happening is to attain more stability. These atoms want to be more stable, students. And we found those which have noble gas configuration, completely filled outermost valence shell, they are stable. Therefore, they are trying to achieve an octet. Therefore, there was a transfer of electron. Is it right or wrong? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now, students, we discussed this that
Ah,
the metal and non-metal could combine to form a ionic type of bond. This was an ionic bond, student. And we have discussed with you, student, some of the important properties of the ionic bond. Can you tell me two properties of the ionic bond, student? Ionic compounds. Can you tell me two important properties of the ionic compound, students? Tell me two important properties of the ionic compounds.
mm, for two ionic compounds.
Important properties of the ionic compound, student. What type of properties are expected in the ionic compounds? How many properties I told you last time, students? You have the class notes.
They have high boiling and melting points,
Okay.
and they form crystals.
Okay. So you have seen that these ions are electrostatic. The forces which are holding these particles are electrostatic in nature, student. They are charged particles. There is a Coulombic attractive forces between oppositely charged ions. Therefore, we find that they were forming giant three-dimensional crystal lattice like NaCl, students. And you have seen one Na was surrounded by six chloride ion, one chloride is surrounded by six. All this we have shown you, student. Therefore, student, their melting and boiling points are quite high, and they were dissolving in water, student, because they are ionic, they are hydrated, so they release large amount of hydration energy, which overcomes the lattice energy which is required to dissociate these crystal lattice into ions in the aqueous medium. Okay. Now, students, we also told you that when bonds are formed between elements which are non-metals, for example, if a bond is formed between two hydrogen atoms, student, one hydrogen atom and another hydrogen atom, you are saying one electron and one electron. Now, each one of that is in need of one electron. So we told you that there will be sharing of the electrons. Similarly, if I have Cl and Cl, student, so you are forming H2, you are forming Cl2, student. So what is happening here, student? What is happening here? That we are getting the formation of student covalent bond. Now we are saying what is a covalent bond, student? What is a covalent bond? Covalent bond is formed by the when atoms share electrons. And a covalent bond is electrostatic attraction between shared pair of electrons and the nuclei of the atoms that are bonded, students. That are bonded is an important point, student. If I have hydrogen, for example, you are saying this is a hydrogen. Hydrogen has got one electron in the 1s1, 1s1, right? There is a one electron in the 1s1. How do you show it? You can show it. This is your positive charge, student, and you have this is an electron in the 1s1. Similarly, you have another hydrogen atom. ठीक है? There is an electron here. So what will happen? This one electron and this one electron, if they share, student, if they share this electron, what will happen? You have plus this plus two nuclei. You have this electron and this electron, student. So what is happening, student? Now these two electrons are not in the, this electron is under the influence of one nuclei. This electron is under the influence of another nuclei. This is my atom, hydrogen atom 1. This is my hydrogen atom 2. Now here what has happened? The electrons are being attracted by, these two electrons are being attracted by two nuclei, two positive centers. Is it right or wrong? Tell me. So these are two electrons, student. What we are showing, student, that you have two electrons now, and this is what we are saying. There is a sharing of the electron. So we represent it like this also. This is a electron. One bond is a electron pair, student. This is now being attracted by not one nuclei. It is attracted by how many? Two nuclei. It is attracted by two nuclei. What do we say that if it is attracted by the two nuclei, students? The result of this is what you have seen here. What you have seen here, student, that you have this positive. Then you have, students, another positive, and you have something like this. So what has happened? There are two electrons now. How many? Two electrons here. They are shared by the two nuclei. Yes, got
Yes,
it?
sir.
So these two electrons are shared by the two nuclei. I mean attracted by the two nuclei, not by one. Therefore, this is a electrostatic attractive force becomes stronger, student, and they form a bond. They form a bond, student, and this is what we are saying. In this case, how many electrons are being shared? One. So this is what we call as a single covalent bond. Single covalent bond is being formed, student. Yes or no? Tell me. Let me take the case of formation of CH4 molecule. Tell me what is the number of valence electron for the carbon, students? What is carbon?
Carbon is 12.
1s2, 2s2, 2p2. 6 is the atomic number.
Yes, sir.
Or if you want to show carbon, student, what is that? You have a carbon nuclei. What do you have, student? 1s2. First shell. This is my second shell. This is my second shell. This is the first shell. N equal to 1. N equal to 1. First shell has how many electrons, student? 2. And the next shell which you have, how many electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4 electrons. Yes or no? 4 electrons.
Yes, sir.
In this is my K shell. This is my L. This is N1. Now there are 4 electrons, students, and what will happen, students, if you have 4 hydrogen atoms? 4 hydrogen atoms. If each, what is a hydrogen? Each hydrogen has got how many electrons? 1 electron. Hydrogen has how many electron? 1 electron. Right or wrong? Which I am showing by this. So this is my hydrogen. This is my hydrogen, and that electron is present where? In the, this is the electron of the hydrogen, which is present in the first shell. So what happens now? This is the electron of the carbon, and this is the hydrogen. They are shared.
Yes, sir.
Shared, students, and you are getting hydrogen, and you are getting, student, hydrogen. So what is happening? These electrons are being shared, so there is a covalent bond. How do we represent? This is my carbon. Carbon had 4 electrons. And I am saying, okay, this is my hydrogen, has, this is the electron for the hydrogen I am showing by cross. There are 4 of that. 4 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen, student, 4 hydrogen. So what it, or sometimes we only represent the dots for both of them. Like this, student. And some I can represent like this, like this, like this. Clear? So this is what type of bond, student? What type of bond I have shown here? Student, tell me, this is an example of, this is an example of the covalent bond, yes or no? Tell me, if I write CCl4, student, what will be the story? The carbon is having 1, 2, 3, 4, and Cl, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are there? 4 Cl. So can I represent it like this, students?
Yeah.
Can I represent it like this? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, draw it, students. Or this is a Lewis electron dot structure. I may represent it like this. I may represent it. These are 4 covalent bonds. These are the examples of the covalent bonds, students. These are covalent bonds, yes or no? And
yes,
these
sir.
are single covalent bonds. Single covalent bonds, student. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Supposing, student, I want to, this was my methane molecule. This is CCl4, student. If supposing if I want to show the covalent bonding in water, you have 1 minute to answer the question. How will you draw for the water, students?
Can you ask the question, sir, again?
I said draw the covalent bond formation of H2O molecule.
Covalent bond of H2O. Okay.
Oxygen, what is the atomic number of oxygen is 8.
Yes.
Then how many electrons are there in the valence shell of the oxygen? You have 2, 6. 6 electrons are there in the outermost shell of the oxygen, students. Oxygen has got how many? 1, 6. These are the 6 electrons in the oxygen. This is my K shell. This is the second, in the second shell. In the second shell, oxygen has got 6 electrons, right? If I want to represent, this is my oxygen, student. Supposing, how many are there? 2. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes?
Yes, sir.
This is the oxygen picture, student. Now, how many hydrogens are coming? 2. Hydrogen, how many electrons are there in the hydrogen, student? How do you represent hydrogen? This is your hydrogen. It has only 1 electron, student, in the first shell. Electron in the first shell. Clear?
Yes.
This is my hydrogen, is 1 electron in the K shell, first shell. Now there are 2 of it coming and combining with the oxygen. What will be the result of this? This is my oxygen 1. This is my oxygen. Now what will happen? There are 2 electrons which are left. Can you see the 2 pairs of electrons? So the pairs of electron in the outer shell. How many electrons are involved in the covalent bond formation in the case of water? two electrons, two electrons of oxygen, ठीक है, form two single covalent bonds, ठीक है, with hydrogen, two hydrogen atoms, with two hydrogen atoms. And what is happening, student? After that, how many pairs of electrons are left? ठीक है, you can see two pairs of electrons of oxygen are not involved in bond formation. Yes or no? Are not involved in covalent bonds. Is it clear, right or wrong? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
So, student, important point. What is the important point, student? There are two lone pairs of electron. This one. These are called, student. These are how many? Two. There are two such lone pair of electrons, as you can see. They are called lone pairs. Lone pair, student. Lone means they are not forming covalent bond. In the case of the water. In the case of the water, there are two lone pairs. Can you see two lone pairs of the water? So they can be available for bonding with others.
Yes,
later on. They are not taking part in the covalent bond when water is formed. When water is formed, student, these are called the lone pairs of electrons, student. It is important. We will show you later on what is the importance of that, student. So these were examples of this. Now, if I give you that, if I say that for NH3, these are called the Levy structure. Levy structure are also called the electron dot structure. Student, we show the bond formation by the electron dots, as we have shown for carbon. There was 4 electrons and there were 4 hydrogens. So you said, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the Levy's electron dot structures. We may represent it like this, or you can represent it like this, student. ठीक है? This is our mixed molecule. Clear? And water we have already shown. If you want to show for NH3, draw the Levy structure of NH3, students. Draw the Levy structure for NH3, students. What is the electron configuration of nitrogen? How many electrons are there in the outermost shell? Nitrogen is what? Atomic number 725. It has 5 electrons in the outermost shell, students. ठीक है?
Yes,
It's
sir.
forming 3 covalent bonds with hydrogen. So you have hydrogen, you have hydrogen, you have hydrogen, students. So this will be the NH, H, H, and this one. Right?
Yes, sir.
How many lone pairs? 1 lone pair. Is there any lone pair here?
No, sir.
No, 0 lone pair. So that pair of electron which is not taking part in the formation of covalent bond is called the lone pair. Clear? Any
No, sir.
doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So students, if we can take more examples and find out If I say that for draw for HCl, okay, you have 1 minute to draw for HCl. Draw the Lewis structure of HCl, students. The dots are the electrons, student. Dots are the electrons.
HCl. Okay. Lewis dot structure for HCl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Cl? How many electrons are there in the valence shell of Cl, student?
There will be
17.
seven of them.
7. So Cl is 7. And what is hydrogen?
It will be 1.
1. So what is happening then?
So there is one lone pair in Cl which will
I'll
connect
put
to.
it like this, student. You are getting something like this. Got it?
Yes, sir.
HCl. So in this, what we are trying to say, see the 2 electrons completely filled, and this has got 8 electrons. And this is a sharing of the electron, student. This is a covalent bond. But these are 2 different atoms. Covalent bond is formed by 2 different atoms. This type of bond becomes polar covalent. We will explain to you in the next slide. Polar covalent bond. Because Cl is more electronegative than hydrogen. But what we are trying to show you, student, that how to write the Lewis structures. These are till now what examples I have given you are all single covalent bonds. When I say single covalent bond, student, it involves how many electrons? 2 electrons. 1 pair. How many electrons? 1 pair of electrons.
Yes, sir.
Which is means 2 electrons are there. So these 2 electrons I represent by single covalent bond. That means 2 electrons, right? Either you show this or you show this. But there are multiple bonds also. Multiple bonds. What do you mean by multiple covalent bonds, student?
Multiple covalent bonds.
Okay, I said draw the Lewis structure for O2. How will you draw? Okay, you have 1 minute to answer the question. There are 2 oxygen atoms. You have to draw for the oxygen.
Each oxygen has one lone pair. So
Where is one lone pair? First, you draw the structure. How do you know one lone pair? I am saying draw the Lewis structure of O2. I'm not talking of lone pair, anything like that. I'm saying draw the Lewis structure of oxygen molecule. How will you draw? What is oxygen? Atomic number? 8. How many electrons are there in the valence shell? 6. How do you represent oxygen? 1, 2, 6. And there is another oxygen atom. It also has 6. So if you want 8 in both of them, what they will do? They will share. How many electrons they will share? They will share these 2. So if they share, how many? 2 pairs of electrons are being shared, then what it will look like? There will be, can you see that?
yes, sir.
How many covalent bonds are there? How many covalent bonds are there?
2.
4 to 6 to 8, 4 to 6. There are 2 covalent bonds. This is called double single. That was a single covalent bond. Double covalent bond. Double covalent bond. Single bond, double bond. This is a double bond, yes or no? Double bond. There is a double bond between the two oxygen atom, yes or no? This is called a double bond. How many lone pairs are there? Each oxygen has got how many lone pairs? Two lone pairs. Yes or no? One, two, one, two.
Yes, sir.
If I say draw the Lewis structure for N2, draw for N2, okay? Draw it. What type of bond is being formed, students? In the case of N2, what type of covalent bond is being formed in the case of N2, students?
Triple covalent bond.
What is the nitrogen atomic number 725? How many electrons are there? Nitrogen has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another nitrogen has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many electrons they are sharing? 3 pairs of electrons. So what it becomes? How do you represent nitrogen? These are 6 electrons, 6 plus 2, 8. 6 electrons, 6 plus 2, 8. Student, what is it called? Triple bond. And each nitrogen has how many lone pairs? 1 lone pair. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I say you draw for CO2, carbon dioxide. How will you draw for CO2, students? How many electrons are there in the carbon in the valence shell? Let me count. Valence shell electrons. Carbon has how many? 4. ठीक है? Carbon is 6. 2, 4. Oxygen has how many electrons in the valence shell? 2, 6, 6. How many oxygens are there? 2 oxygens. Then how many electrons will be there? 6 into 2, 12. Total electrons. How many total electrons are there? 16.
Okay.
So now how will we make, student, 16 electron to be distributed among these 3 atoms? This is a less electronegative atom. This is the central atom. So what I am doing, student? You have C, you have O, you have O. Okay? CO2. How many? 16 electrons to be distributed among 3 atoms so that each get 8 electrons. Each get 8 electrons. Student, now how will I do it? Simplest thing is, student, first I do one covalent bond, one covalent bond. How many electrons are gone now? This is one bond, this is one bond. Okay? How many electrons used up? 4. How much left? 12. 12 left. If I put 6 here, how much left? 6. If I put here 6, now all electrons used up? 0. But the question is, carbon has only 4. Carbon has only 4 electron, 2 plus 2, it needs 8. It needs 8. Then how will I do that? How will I do that? So what I will do, I will share this one of these electron pair in these 2 and one of these electron pair in these 2. Share. Then what will be the result of that? Tell me. I am writing like this now. Oxygen. Oxygen. And this electron, how many are left? 1 and 1, 2. How many? 1 and 1, 2. So total electrons were 16. They have been distributed like this. 4 plus 4, 8, 8, 10, 12, 12, 14, 16. Can you count the electron total 16? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What it will be? CO, CO. And how many electron pairs on each oxygen? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So this is a double bond, this is a double bond. So in carbon dioxide, students, then each of the atom has got 8 electrons, 8 electrons, 8 electrons, 8 electrons. And this is a double bond, this is a double bond. This is a linear molecule. How many lone pairs on each oxygen? Each oxygen has got 2 lone pairs. Tell me, yes or no? Is it right?
Yes, sir.
And carbon, oxygen forming double bond. Double bond, student. Any doubt? Important question for the paper. I am telling you how to draw the Lewis structures. They will ask you. Okay, draw for HCN. Draw for HCN, student. You have 1 minute, student. Important questions are coming in the paper. Very, very important questions are coming in the paper on the Lewis structures or Lewis representation of the simple molecules. Lewis structure is very, very important. Hydrogen, how many electrons? Tell me. 1. Carbon, how many? 4. Nitrogen, how many? How many electrons in the valence shell of nitrogen? 6. And this 5 electrons. Where? Valence electron. Tell me, am I right?
Yes,
Total
sir.
10 electrons. How many?
10 electrons.
How will you distribute? First I always say, okay, put 1, 1, 1, 2. This is my H, this is my nitrogen. No problem, this has got 2. Now, how many 4 used? How many left? 6. 6. Now, what will you do? How to put the 6 electron, students? If I put 6 here, 6 and 2, 8. This has to have only 2. Hydrogen has only 2, student, filled. But carbon has 4. So what I will do? I will share two lone pairs here. Then how it will look? H, C. How many are coming here? 1, 2, 3. Okay? And it has still 1 lone pair of electron. What it will be? What type of bond is this? Single, double, or triple? Fast.
For what?
What is this bond? Single bond, double bond, or triple bond?
This is double bond.
This is double bond. How many electrons are there?
This is triple bond.
Then why you answer like this? So I can represent it like this, students. This is the Lewis structure of HCN. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Is a triple bond between carbon and nitrogen has got a lone pair of electron. Nitrogen has 1 lone pair. Yes or no? And carbon, nitrogen, triple bond. Clear? Carbon, hydrogen, single bond. This is single bond. Can you write? Okay, next molecule I am coming. This you have done. This you have done. Can you draw for ethene? Draw for ethene formula C2H4. Draw it. You have 1 minute. How you write? See. How many electrons are there in carbon? 2 carbons will be how many electrons? 2 into 4. 8. Tell me, right or wrong? 1 into
Yes,
4.
sir.
Total 12 electrons. How many electrons? 12 electrons. You have to distribute in these 4 atoms. So what did I say? Okay, put it something like this. How many electron gone? Hydrogen can have only 2, no problem. It can 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Only 2 electrons left. That I will put here. Now carbon has got 2, 4, 6, 8. ठीक है? Carbon, each of them is getting how many now? Tell me, each of them is getting how many students? Carbon, there are 2 carbons. 2 carbons. This carbon has 4, 6, 8. This carbon has 4, 6, 8. So what is this then? C, you are writing like this. C, H, double bond C, H, H. How many single bonds? 4, C, H, single bonds. And carbon, carbon, double bond. Any lone pair here? Tell me, do you see any lone pair? In this case, lone pair 0. Got it?
Yes,
Right
sir.
or wrong? Tell me fast. This has got 8 electrons. This also has got 8 electrons. Is it right? Any doubt? Tell me,
No,
student,
sir.
do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, right for ethine. Right for ethine.
ETHYNE.
This is our ethene.
C2H2.
You have to write for ethine. Formula is C2H2. Student, how many electrons are total? 2 carbons will mean how much? 8 electrons. 2 carbon, 8 and 2 hydrogen. 10 electrons. You have to distribute. How many? 10 electrons. You have to distribute, students, 10 electrons. So total 10 electrons are there. What you will do? Carbon, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. Hydrogen can have only 2, can only 2, no
Yeah,
problem. How
then there
many
will
electrons
be
gone? If I put here 6,
double bond between C and
4,
C.
4 electrons, then what I will do? So what is the story? What type of bond is this?
Triple bond.
Triple bond. How do you write? So this is the Lewis structure for what I am talking of ethine molecule, C2, C2H2 molecule. This is my ethine molecule. This has a triple bond, student. Triple bond. Noted? Can you write?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Note down everything. Each and every word can be a question in the paper. Student, note down everything. I am talking of Lewis electron dot structure, how to draw them. Can I proceed further or you have to note down?
You can
Note
proceed
down.
further.
Noted? Now the question before us is, students, what is holding these atoms together in a covalent bond? What is the force, student? There has to be a electrostatic force, student, which must be able to hold these. So what is the force, student, which is holding them? When I said ki this is hydrogen And you are saying this is the story of the hydrogen. It has a single covalent bond. For oxygen, you told me, sir, it is like this. This is a double bond, student. Single, this is single bond. And this is a double bond, double bond. What is this? Double bond. And for nitrogen, you are saying this is the nitrogen. This is a triple bond. Triple bond. What it means? These are the nuclei of the nitrogen. This is there is a nucleus of the hydrogen. What we are saying, there is a nucleus of the hydrogen. Nucleus of the hydrogen. This is a nucleus of the hydrogen. ठीक है? And how many electrons? 2 electrons. This electron is now being attracted by this as well as by this. And there's another electron that is being attracted by the 2 nuclei, right? So these 2 electrons, a covalent bond is electrostatic interaction between positively charged nuclei of both the atoms and shared pair of electrons. Got my point? Positively charged nuclei, not 1, 2. 2 atoms are there, na? There are 2 nuclei of both the atoms and shared pair of electrons. In single covalent bond, how many shared pair of electrons are there? This is my single bond. See the picture? Single bond, there are, you can see these are the 2 atoms. These are the 2 nuclei. Nuclei 1 and this is another nuclei. ठीक है? Of the 2 atoms. And there are, how many electrons are being shared? For single covalent bond, there are 2 electrons. How many? 2 electrons. So these 2 electrons are under the influence of, under the attraction of the 2 nuclei. Clear? And if I have a double bond, how many? For a double bond, student, how many electrons are being shared? 4 electrons. Yes or no? Tell me fast. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons. Can you see 4 electrons? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 electrons are being attracted by the 2 nuclei. So this force will be stronger than this. This attractive force is stronger than this force, student. This is electrostatic attractive force. Coulomb's law you have studied in physics, student. Charge is more, the force will be more. And if you have triple bond, how many electrons are there? The number of electrons which are shared. Number of electrons shared when you have a triple bond is how many? 6. 6 electrons are being shared. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this attractive force between the 2 nuclei and 6 electrons, this will be the greatest, right? Greatest attractive force. This will be more than this. This will be more than this. Therefore, tell me, out of the 3 bonds, which will be the strongest bond? If I say the strength of the bond, student, tell me which will be the strongest bond? Triple bond, double bond, or single bond? Fast. Which bond has the maximum strength? Tell me, students.
The single bond.
Single bond is stronger. That force is
No,
more.
sorry. Triple bond is stronger.
Without thinking, how you can answer, student? Can't you see the attractive force is more stronger where? Greatest attraction and least attraction. Least attraction here. So it is very clear. It is very clear. The strength of the bond will be like this. Triple bond, student, will be stronger than double bond. And double bond will be stronger than single bond. Because the attractive force is strongest.
Stronger.
Attractive force is strongest here. And what will happen when attractive force is strongest? The bond length, the length between the 2 nuclei, center of the 2 nuclei, which will be the largest? When I talk of bond length, student, bond length, I have talked of this. I am talking of the strength of the bond or bond energy. Bond energy. Energy required to break the bond, student. Now I'm talking first factor. Second, I am talking of the bond length. Which will be the longest bond? Tell me. Which is the longest bond? This one, or this one? If attractive force is less, the bond will be longer. The distance between the center of two nuclei will be longest, in which case, student, fast 30 seconds. So I can say single covalent bond. Single covalent bond, student, will be longer than double bond, and double bond will be longer than triple bond. Yes or no? Tell me. This is the longest. This is because force of attraction increases smaller, and this will be the smallest bond length. The distance between the center of the two nuclei, student, I am talking about. Clear? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Noted everything?
Yeah.
There will be questions on this, students. Questions will be asked. So student, here we are showing the relationship between number of bonds, bond length and strength. If there is a single bond, this carbon-carbon single bond. What is the energy required to break this bond? 348 kilojoules per mole. 348 kilojoules per mole, student. And you can see the length of this bond is how much? What is the length of this bond? Bond length? How much? 0.154 nanometer. Come to the double bond. This is a single bond, double bond. The bond energy has increased. How much? 348 to 612. More than this double bond. How much? 612 kilojoule per mole. How much is this? 348. It is more. Bond length has decreased. What is the bond length? Tell me, what is the bond length of this? 0.134 nanometer. So the bond length has decreased. Bond energy has increased. Triple bond. See the triple bond. Shortest. This is a triple bond length, shortest. And the bond energy highest. Clear? What is bond energy? Energy required to break the bond, student. When you want to break 1 mole of the bond, student, then this much energy will be used up. Do you know what I am trying to say? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Energy is required to break these bonds, student. These are the bond energies. For carbon, oxygen, oxygen is, see the what has happened from carbon, carbon to this. You have to see the size of the atoms. If you will see from carbon to oxygen, the size, the length has decreased. The bond energy has increased because oxygen is smaller in size than carbon, because they are in the same period. In the period, the size decreases. These are double bond. Again, therefore, the bond length has decreased and bond energy has increased. Therefore, student, we can say that the strength of the bonds, students, ठीक है, is what? Triple bond is stronger than double bond, and double bond is stronger than single bond. Yes or no? Tell me. 1 point. And when you say bond length, student, what do you find? Single bond is longer than double bond, and double bond is longer than triple bond. If you have the same atoms. If atoms are different, then we have to compare. We will compare when I am saying carbon, carbon, carbon here. Okay? What I am using here is this double, triple, these bonds. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So strength of the bond is increasing, strength, and bond length is decreasing. This is the relationship between number of bonds and bond length and bond strength. Important question for the paper. Note it down, students. Here is a relationship between length of the bonds and bond strength. In general, you can see this bond length is 0.154. Bond energy 348. The bond length increases. Bond length increases, student. The bond energy decreases. What we are saying? Bond length increases. Bond energy decreases. Noted?
Yes, sir.
In other words, I can say that bond energy is inversely proportional to bond length. I can use that value. I've used in organic chemistry also. I told you that. Shorter the bond, more the attractive force. This bond is shorter.
Yes, sir.
Shorter bond. These two electrons are being attracted by two nuclei. Okay? If this bond is shorter, then what will happen? Force of attraction is greater attractive force. Therefore, bond energy will be more. Bond is longer as compared to this. See, this is shorter, this is longer. Longer bond, that will depend on the size of the atoms. Size of the atoms. The size of the atoms is large. Then what happens? Bond length increases. Bond length increases, students, and therefore the bond energy will decrease. Bond energy decreases. Now we have shown it here. Cl, for example, in Cl, the length is 0.19. Bond energy is 240. As the size of the atom increases, I is larger in size than Br. Br is larger in size than Cl. Okay? This is the size of atoms. Therefore, what is the story? I bond length, you can see bond length is more. I bond length is more, student, than what? Br. And Br bond length is more than Cl. Therefore, student, bond energy order will be Cl will require more energy to break this bond than Br, then II. Is it clear from this? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Note it down. Note it down, student. Note it down. Therefore, students, the key takeaway, what is the key takeaway of today's lecture? What is the key takeaway of this lecture? Key takeaway of this lecture. What I told you, covalent bond is formed by the sharing of electron. Tell me, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sharing of electrons. And what type of bonds can be there? Single, double, and triple bonds. Then we can draw the Lewis structures. Very important. Can you draw the Lewis structures now? And then we have told you what is the relationship. What is the relationship, students, between what is the relationship we have told you between lengths of bonds and bond strengths? What is the relationship, students, between bond lengths and bond energy? Now you are aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Questions could be put on this. You will be able to solve it. Tell me yes or no. Tell me yes or no, student. Any doubt? Very important chapter, very important topic, student. Is there any doubt? Tell me.
Okay.
You have noted down everything?
No, sorry. I'm just writing.
Okay, note down everything. Very, very important. Very, very important topic, students, for the exam. Lewis structures will be asked to you in the paper. Let me tell you, you have a course, student, which is large. It must be revised. Without revision, you won't be able to answer question in the paper. I am telling you, this is very clear. So all students must revise the course because the course content is very large and very high. Therefore, you must practice and work hard, student. If you will not work hard, you will not succeed in paper. I can say that students should be regularly working. They should work hard. Each and every word I speak, each and every line I write, student, is a question in the paper. Note down. They will be asked in any form, in different forms. Very, very important topic has been discussed and important concepts and key takeaways have been told. Then, okay, good night, student. I will see you in my next class and we'll
Thank
continue
you, sir.
more about it. Practice is required, hard work is required. Till exam, you have only 1 month. Make your life continuous, constantly work and put as much effort as possible so that you can score very good grades in the examination. Okay, then good night and see you in the next class. Okay, good night.
Good night, sir.